It's another beautiful day on the Arcadia server on the red shopping district. Red is right there, up in the air. Hello, I am Lacey and welcome back to another episode of Arcadia. One of these is true. SMP. And today we're building in a shopping district again. Yay! Last episode we built the propaganda over there, which I do want to make clear in case you don't have a beautiful British accent like me. A propaganda is a pun on propaganda. Okay? Just so we're clear. I don't know why that came across so sassy. Wow, just so we're clear, I made a pan. It was really bad. Anyways, before I go completely insane, I need to build a shop here. I have said to the people, Nice's Quartz shop coming soon, and then soon TM, no actual date on the back of the sign. The sign has been here for I think at least a month or two now, and I feel bad. I've told the people I'm going to build a quartz shop, so I'm going to build a quartz shop. There's only one problem, and that is that I don't have much quartz to sell. I need all the quartz I can get for building my own base, which is obviously a lot more important than the red shopping district over here. But I am a woman of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Even if it's malicious and half done and not good enough, I am going to do it. Never said I was going to do a good job, I just said I'm going to do it. So we're going to build a shop now. The shop's going to be pretty because this is my beloved Uwe town, and I have another shop over there, and I can't put something ugly here. Not next to these builds, whatever those are. So we're going to build a pretty shop, but I'm going to take some creative liberties, I think, with how the inside of the shop's going to function. For you see, I need to discourage people from buying out my stock. Well, I think the easiest way to do that is just to make it difficult for them to actually buy it. But first, the outside, for I cannot do anything fun inside if I don't have an inside. I do want to have that connected building feeling. There's a word for that. I'm sure someone can tell me. Duke, what's the word for buildings are connected? Terraced? Wait, no, that's British. I'm gonna build a terrace shop, imagine. Yes, I want to have these connected. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start building straight away in here. And I've got some quartz to build with. And I have some diorite and some calcite, and I think we're gonna start off with a gradient. I have a very rough idea of what I want this to look like. And that's mostly just the color scheme I have. That's my idea. When it comes to the actual townhouse kind of looking build, we're gonna wing it and see what I can come up with. Now, I did say I was gonna build, but I also completely forgot to record a lot of the building process, so this is what we got so far. To be fair, I haven't built the whole thing, so we can still talk about it. But this is my interesting kind of color scheme for this. I really wanted to go for this sort of shade of copper. I think it is the weathered copper. And quartz, because it's a quartz shop, and then I decided maybe let's add some oak or something in the middle. I've been looking up a lot of townhouse inspirations, and I saw somebody do this chiseled bookshelf for like a garage door, pretty much exactly like this, and I thought that's the coolest thing I have ever seen. So I wanted to add it. I do think for that effect to kind of work though, I would need to block off this entire section with mud. Let's see how that looks. Oh, there we go. Hi, happy guest. Oh yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. I don't actually know if I like the glass though, so I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it or not, but I do really like this chiseled bookshelf. And so to go for that chiseled bookshelf, I thought we can go in with a neutral color like oak here, bring a little bit of worth back to our copper and our quartz build. Yeah, it's looking like a whole bunch of nothing just now, but the most important bit about these townhouses, or I googled it, row houses, is that what they're called? Is the windows, like the tiered windows, many layers, many stories, a lot of floors to these builds, and I definitely think I want to go fairly tall so people can maybe parkour or something. I don't know. Not quite sure where the obstacle to selling quartz is going to be yet, but I do think going for height is going to be a smart move regardless. I definitely want to make it taller than this mushroom shop that Liz built, and I probably want it to be the same height as maybe Cosmos's or Duke's shop, one of the two. Definitely want to go for tall. Of course, the most important bit about making this sort of townhouse is the windows, honestly. Obviously, that is the most important bit, and I realised I might have messed up the proportions here a little tiny bit. I wanted 2 wide windows with a space on each side for some decorations, and then 1 block of wall. And I can get 2 of those in, and then the third one, it's a little bit tricky. I guess I could do No, I can't really do anything here. I've really, really messed up this. This would need to be 1, 2, 3. I have to make a difficult choice here now. What to do with these windows, because this is a big gap of like what, 4 blocks? Yeah, 4 blocks that I can't really put anything in. So if this is decoration, here we have 3 blocks of just wall. So maybe I need to do something what like affected, where it's like we have a 1 block window somewhere in the middle. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to go like this. I don't love, to be honest, having that weird awkward middle window. I don't really want to make the shop bigger though, because this is the area I've claimed and there is another claim here, and I do like the idea of a little alleyway here to match the alleyway over there. I think, oh, this actually doesn't line up perfectly, which I'm really surprised about. Ah, wait, that's gonna kind of bother me. Okay, maybe I do extend the shop by 1 block out then. Now that I've extended it 1, it might actually work perfectly fine like this. I have a 2 block gap. I won't have any walls showing if I do decorations on both sides, but maybe if I use like, wait, no, fences are gonna connect. I do really want a 3 block gap between the windows then. Do I just go for 1 wide windows with a 2 in the middle? That feels strange also. I actually kind of prefer the idea of it being asymmetrical. If I do 2 here, and then 2 here. Once again, math just ruins the day for me, but that's okay. You know what? We'll figure something out. We'll try a bunch of things. We'll do like 1 layer before I commit to doing multiple layers of windows in a weird manner. There's something lacking about this window design. Not sure what. It feels strange because it's such different proportions to the shop next door. I never really had to consider that when I was building over here, because this entire row has got really similar windows, kind of on purpose, right? I didn't even consider having the fake kind of mud windows next to real glass windows. It's gonna feel weird, especially because, well, this is so much smaller looking than these windows, right? It kind of feels like they don't belong in the same universe. So now I'm wondering, do I have to make this bigger? If I made this 1 block taller, would it change the way I feel? Let's try that. That does feel better. A lot better when you think about them both like this, but from street perspective, I guess that's okay as well, because this window is pretty tall. Yeah, I think this is probably okay. I just need to make the windows a little bit taller. I also think something about this transition here from the calcite and diorite up to quartz just doesn't feel right. I feel like it needs a little bit more dimension, so I might add like a slab or staircase a little bit. I'm not sure. In fact, let's try the stairs just now. Let's bring in some smooth quartz stairs. I think it helps. Hard to say. Hard to say. Still feel like it needs something here at this very top layer of the calcite diorite line. Maybe some signs or buttons or just something to give it a little bit more dimension. I'm not too sure. I think I have the window situation pretty much sorted out now. Let's take a little look-see. Oh wow, it looks like I did a lot of work, but I really haven't, because the rest of this is still very much unfinished. But let's take a little look. This is actually a really difficult angle to see from because the builds are in the way, but here is my windows. And yeah, I added a little bit of roundness to them. I also switched it up a little bit, so we have some windows that are lit up and some which are dark, and I think that gives it a little bit more life. And then I did want to put some sort of lettering here or something, but then I thought it looks really unfinished without this end pillar over here. And then I only have a 2 block space, which I don't think I can make any letters in, so I decided to add more of these fake windows, and I wanted to make them look like they're maybe like stairwell windows or something. You know, they're a little bit different and they're always lit up, and I think it's pretty cute. We added some leaves on it because of course you gotta have leaves, and I do think this build is sort of coming together. I think it's really cute now. I love this color scheme. It's so, I don't know, clean feeling. It feels nice and smooth, if that's a way to describe colors. These ones feel nice and smooth. Next up is I need to figure out the sort of roof trim here. You see every single shop here has got a fairly interesting roof trim, right? Every single one of them. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with mine. Now this is the most boring one of them all, and this is my own shop. So I definitely want to step it up here, especially because I can use copper and it's got so many different blocks I can use with it. Some sort of things like that. Now ideally I think I'd go out 1 more, but then most of my build already kind of sticking out one block from where it starts. I think if it sticks out 2 blocks, it's going to look very lopsided. So I think I actually do need to have this in line. As you see, most builds in the area have to trim stick out one. I don't think I'll be able to get away with that here. I suppose I could try and just see how bad it gets. Maybe let's do that just now then. You know what? I didn't mean to do this, but oh dear, everything's going wrong. But I can definitely try this sort of zigzaggy pattern just for a section of it. What do we think? If it sticks out one more? You know, actually, that doesn't look as lopsided as I thought it would. And I kind of dig this little zigzaggy pattern. I've been staring at this build for quite a while, and I wish I noticed earlier. It's always when I have most of it done that I realise, uh-oh, I've definitely messed something up. And what I think I've done wrong here with this build, bear with me, I might be being a little bit pedantic here. I might be being a little bit too hypercritical. But as a builder, you know, you want to analyze your builds and improve, and this style seems to get better of me every time because it doesn't come naturally. I can build a cottage and I don't have to think about it most of the time. I tried to build this without thinking, and this is what happened. It's the story of the brick shop. Again, I think I'm going to have to tear some stuff down and rebuild. But I will ask, you know, Jake for critique and stuff because I feel like he's an expert on the style. So what I think has gone wrong here is the proportions. If we think about how tall this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, that's our diorite line is 6 blocks. And then we have 1 stair and 6 quartz bricks. So that's 7 tall section. I have a feeling that at the very least this needed to be the same height. At the very least. But I actually think to kind of fit the style of what we're going for here, I needed the bottom section to be taller than everything else. So I think my 2 options are either shorten the windows somehow or raise this up somehow. I'm kind of leaning towards raising up the diorite section and then having just the very first row, the very first floor of the windows be a slightly different design that's shorter. And then we go back into the talls. I think I've seen that when looking at reference builds for this style. The first floor windows are sometimes different. So I think we could get away with it. I don't know if I'm overthinking it. I do want to say, by the way, that this happened completely accidentally. I actually did sort of count things out and eventually had all the sections the same height. But then when I was doing the window design, I realised that from down below, it looks a lot better if I have this 1 block gap before the next row starts. So when you look at the building straight on, you're sort of like, oh, this doesn't feel very symmetrical because you have that 1 block gap. Or maybe symmetrical is the wrong way, but you know, it doesn't look very even or balanced because we don't have the same 1 block gap underneath and below, we just have it above. But yeah, when it comes from looking at it from this angle, it looks miles better with that 1 block gap. So I did add it in, and obviously that's really changed the dynamic of the place because you can really tell on the pillars, I think, that we have that extra block. Not so much on the windows, but on the pillars it does really stand out. It's the next day and I did not get an expert opinion. However, I did get to sit with this in my thoughts for 24 hours and decide that it does in fact need to be redone. Because as soon as I logged in, I was like, yeah, no, it still has to be done. It still has to be done. It's time to do the very quick little process of redoing front here. I'm sure it will take too long and it's going to be very much worth it. In the end, it's a little bit sad, but I'm sure if I do this 100 times, redo my builds 100 times, eventually I'll start nailing them first try. Or maybe not. This is all part of the building process, and this is what I get for not planning and creative. Honestly, because I'm redoing so much of it, I might as well change the window design as well because it's still bothering me. So I think that means we're gonna tear a lot of this out. It's for the better, trust me guys, it's for the better. And I do have screenshots of what it looked like before I tore it down, so worst case, I can spend another couple hours putting it back, but I'm sure we can come up with something better than this. It's like scraping off all the icing from a cake. That's what it feels like. Okay, now that I have a nice blank slate, I can see, I think, better that I do need this to be even taller. I already raised it up 1 block. I think 2 blocks maybe will do. So let's get rid of this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys, I don't know if I've made a massive mistake. Oh, I'm feeling all sorts of emotions, like can't even speak, but we have a complete departure of style. A complete one. Oh, I have gone for so much more complicated. Second time round, so much more complicated. I don't know what I'm going to do with the entrances yet. I have decided to put my lovely little garage door, which I do really love. I'm going to put it either at the back here or on the side, because I figured, you know, you're not really going to be driving up this pavement anyway, so it didn't really make sense at the front, and we needed that symmetry back. And oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing with the top levels yet. I have a feeling this whole thing is going to need to go up a couple more blocks as well to kind of make sense proportionally, but I'm finally kind of happy with these proportions-ish. I really don't know. It's still kind of, the second bit is still taller than the ground floor, but I think that's okay. I think that's fine because it just sort of feels better now. I don't know. Just until I log in tomorrow, I'm like, oh no, this is all wrong. It feels better. It's so hard to say when it's not finished. It's so hard to say. So I guess the only thing I can do is continue and finish. Now, I want this first floor to be the most ornate floor. And then the second ones are going to be second, third, fourth, however high up I'm going to go, are going to be way less detailed. Our sizes are all over the place here in the Uvu town because this is like very human-sized windows. Now, this is a Minecraft player-sized window, these ones here. These are a lot bigger. You know, this is a mix, and I've gone for these massive, humongous ones, but that's okay. I think they are meant to be big. You know, we're not pretending that my Minecraft character is 4 blocks tall. We're making this look like it's a really big window for a reason. I don't know. It's at least feeling like a Quartz shop. I'm missing a lot of the copper. I'm going to try to bring it back in the upper sections, and if I can't, I'll do something more extravagant with the roof to bring back that copper. But yeah, I have done things. I have done things. There's the expert, and I am so nervous, so nervous. I have no idea.
Oh,
hello.
hi.
Hello. Well, if it isn't the pioneer of Uvu Town.
That is me, and if oh, let me try that again. If it isn't the namer of Uvu Town. Wow.
Yeah,
wow. That's your title.
That's the namer. I like that. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, this happy guest.
What's this dude doing?
He's chilling. You know, somehow every time I build a Uvu Town, I end up tearing things down and rebuilding them. I think this place is, you know, really upping my skills as a builder. So I'm nervous but excited to show you this. It's not finished. Did you see it, or is this new to you? I don't know if you
can see the back of it right now.
Okay, good. The back is plain. You know what? It has a back, so we're gonna have to make do with that. Go forth and critique.
Uh-oh, I feel like you're nervous.
I'm very nervous. I've never built anything like this.
Ooh. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hold on. Oh. Critiquing. Okay. Ooh. Wait. That's really cool. Okay, so, couple things right off the bat. Where are you? There you are.
Hello.
Couple things right off the bat that I really like.
Okay.
I think the proportions are pretty good. It feels right. Like,
okay,
the 3/1 kind of deal. I like the fact that the roof slopes back as it goes behind. I think this kind of plinth is a pretty good disruptor from the rest of the building, right? Like the diorite works well enough with quartz, and I, you know, obviously getting some calcite in there as well. The one thing I really like, the copper grate behind the white glass. I don't know if I've seen that yet, and I think that's really cool. I don't know why. It just gives that. It's almost, I don't know. It's a bit Art Deco, and I do kind of like that.
Okay. Art Deco, huh?
Yeah. I would say I can see this being just a really, oh man, words are hard today. But I can see it, man. Yeah, I actually can't describe what I'm looking at right now. Forget I said anything.
Okay. Speechless.
I am speechless today.
Okay.
But no, I really do like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good. I'll take it.
I don't know about the glass here.
Yeah, it's not finished yet, as you can see.
Okay.
I was trying things out, but I don't think mixing the glass is gonna work. I was going for like tinted glass at the front to kind of be like super high-end shop. You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
I don't know how to make it work yet, so I also ran out of tinted glass, so this is all I've got.
Okay. I think the copper behind the white glass a lot. I'm not sure if you will change the tinted and do the same down below, but you know, if we go your route and say this is going to be entirely different, I don't mind it. I mean, it's certainly the thing that I think looks the most different, just because, you know, there's purple in the tint where you know, you're getting green and most orangey hues up top.
Yeah, if anything, I think probably black glass would do the trick better than tinted if I'm going for like...
I'm with you on that completely.
Yeah, good shout. Okay, I'll remove this. So overall, you would say I've not ruined Uwu Town yet?
No, you have added to Uwu Town's vision, like, entirely. I think it matches really well with our initial builds and even the ones that have come after it, like Effects and Cosmos's place. But yeah, I like the fact that you went even with some pale oak in with the quartz. Kind of crazy. Never heard of anyone doing that before, but I think it works.
Yeah.
I think it works pretty well.
Okay, well, here's the fun bit about this. It looked completely different at the start. I might send you a screenshot so now you can tell me which one you prefer. Because it was a completely different style.
And I just kind of noticed this after the fact. Almost the neoclassical kind of midsection here, right? And then as it goes up, it loses that, but it has it right there in the middle, and it makes it really grand.
Can I let in a secret?
Okay.
I copied a real architectural style for this.
You did?
I did. The, what do you call it? Beaux-Arts?
Beaux-Arts, yeah.
That's the one. I can't French. That's the
one.
No,
that's all.
Does it feel like one? Does it feel? Does it match the vibe?
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of wish. If anything, that maybe this base level wasn't as flat as it is. One thing I see that's really interesting is the fact that you've kind of inverted the kind of more traditional style of these type of buildings, where a lot of the design in this style was simply based off columns, right? Roman and Greek columns, which of course you know all about, but a lot of the design focus in these types of buildings goes to the base and then obviously the top as well. But you've made the shaft actually the most interesting part. I think that midsection there, not only is it the most detailed, but it draws my eye to it because it seems so formal, and it expresses itself, you know, more than the rest of it. It also is lit up right now, which helps. But
yeah, I think that helps. It's a really tricky build to do because at first I was free camming and, you know, looking at it straight on, and I realized that that's not really ever an angle someone's going to see it unless they're standing on like Effects roof. True. So then I thought, okay, well, this section here needs to have way more detail than everything else because that's the most visible section.
I think you did a great job. It very much fits with kind of my initial mindset for what everybody was going to build like. So,
okay.
You knocked it out of the park.
Yay,
well done.
Thank you. Okay. I can rest easy now and not move it up one more block.
No. And I, again, can't get over the grates behind the white glass. I've never seen that, and I really like it.
You've done grates behind black glass, so I feel like, you know.
Yeah, but here's the difference with, if you look at mine, right, ignoring the ones that aren't waxed, because there's some green, they're supposed to all be the wax, but they kind of sink to the back, right? They're not the focus because they match the rest of the exterior walls, and the fact that they sit so far back with black behind most of them, except for the ones that are supposed to have the room lights on, they're not at all really a focus. They're just more of a background pattern. On yours, everything above the diorite level is quartz. So the only bits of color and texture that you really get outside of the pillars and the bricks, which, you know, are minor, is the bright, really kind of in your face copper grate that you have ever so turned down with white glass in front of it. I think it's cool. I like how it is the focus.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Huh. Everybody else needs to building now.
Well, I've got a few builds planned for Town. I think I'll spend my next couple months here probably, just so I don't have to work on my mega base primarily. But yeah, I have some ideas for shops and stuff. I was really blessed with both Cosmos and Effect using Quartz so heavily that
That's a good point.
even Liz, you know, it just sort of fits in. I think if this building were right next to yours instead, it would clash a lot more. It
would. But
So-
the first 3 buildings we did, I would say, feed off each other pretty well. There's actually, if you ignore Liz's and Kadia's, there's kind of a progression here, I think. You know, we have not like a left to right kind of thing, but as you look how we've kind of fed off of each other, you get to the point where yours is the most bold and brightest of any of them, but you can kind of see that that's taken place over the time as we've built. Because like Cosmos, I'd say had the most flashy of any of them, with the real light blue concrete powder and of course the quartz, and you've dethroned him here. So.
Sorry, Cosmos.
No, but it's good because it makes his feel like it fits more with the theme of the rest of them, right?
Yeah. No, it's true. Stands out a little bit less.
I like the fire escape and stuff on the side of his too.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
I might take that and do something similar on my alley side.
Yeah, I think
My other idea is to graffiti red on the back of it.
Oh, that's even better. So, actually,
if
you don't mind us changing topics.
Of course.
Speaking of red, so I have been paying attention. There seems to be a bit of a rebellion going on. And I guess I'd like to know a bit more. I know there's a shop over there. I've not been inside.
Okay.
Do you mind taking me there and talking about it?
Let's have a little propaganda. I actually can't believe our build got his approval. Like, what? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Jake's right. We need to sort something out with the front here. But I'm going to be riding this hype for a little while because, yeah, this is a completely foreign building style. And, I don't know. It means a lot. It means a lot to get that approval.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, that's all I needed you to do then.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I just needed you to see if this was doable.
Okay,
did you parkour up?
I made it.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Well, dude, congrats on being the first customer of PARKQUARTZ. Did you buy any?
Yay! No, I'm poor.
Oh,
I don't have any
you're
dime.
poor. Okay, well, here's on the house for being the first one.
On the house.
On the
What's
house.
in here?
The leftovers.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow, thank you.
How would you rate your PARKQUARTZ course difficulty?
I honestly, the hardest part was right here.
Yeah.
Because this was down, and I sat there and I was like, wait a minute. And then I did, I flipped it up. If they can't make it up to the top, they don't deserve quartz. Do it again if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, please.
Oh, no, don't put this part in. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, awesome.
Yay, it's doable.
It's doable. Okay. How would you rate yourself in terms of like parkour skill on the server? Would you say you're like in the upper end?
No, I think I'm middle of the road.
Middle of the
I
road.
bet I'm better than half the server and worse than the other half.
Wow, is that how?
I don't know who
work?
those would be, but I bet if there's 24 of us, I am 12 or 13.
Okay.
I'd put myself slightly. I guess yeah. I'd say 13, slightly better.
Slightly better. Okay. And it took you a couple tries, but you made it.
I don't remember this part being hard the first time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here.
It gets me sometimes as well.
Maybe I think if you like don't hold sprint, then you like clip the front of it a little bit, which is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna do it every time, but
Yeah. I've not actually successfully done this once, by the way.
wait, really?
Yeah, I tested out like portions of it to know it's doable, but I didn't actually manage to like. I gave up on doing the whole thing. It's like I know it's theoretically possible.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
It's theoretically possible because you've done it.
I've done it twice.
You've done it. Exactly. By the way, do you think there's anything missing from this book?
Read me. Welcome to Park Quartz. We offer quartz at amazing value to Park Quartz enjoyers. Please make your way up top and follow the rules to gain access to the best quartz prices on the server. Ground quartz available at a premium. Rules: set spawn and parkour to the top at your own risk. Should any death or injury occur, Park Quartz Ltd, or Limited rather, will not be held liable. No elytra wings, jump boots, ender pearls, tridents, flying machines, happy gas, wind charges, maces, knockback swords, fire tick jumps, or any other means of transportation that are not in the spirit of parkour. By playing, you agree to participate and parkour in a fair manner. You may flip the trapdoors. You may not place any blocks or block objects and substances such as water, lava, non-stop blocks, or other items in the game. You start parkour at the entrance of the shop. You may not break any of the blocks in the shop, including but not limited to the parkour course, outside walls, inside walls, ceiling, windows, doors, and floors. Park Quartz Limited reserves the right to alter and amend these rules at any. Yeah, I think that's big. The big thing is making sure people don't elytra, because I can definitely see somebody walking in and just flying to the top.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it will happen.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just here to record my outro for the video. And I noticed on your stream you were testing out PARKQUARTZ.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you wanna give me some honest feedback? Some constructive criticism, critique, anything about the PARKQUARTZ shop?
So I'm just really bad at parkour.
Okay. Okay.
I've always been really bad at parkour. I don't think it's you.
It's not me. You know what? Do you want to let in on a secret? I've never done the whole thing either. I've tested every single jump and all of them can be done, but see, to do it all in one go.
Yeah.
But
Zunti did it.
Yeah, it's okay. I got Duke to come over and he did it all in one go. And I thought, people will be fine shopping here, probably.
Yeah. I'll get up there eventually.
Yeah, it's a fun challenge. Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you find it a little bit difficult to buy quartz then?
Well, I gave a diamond to Zuti and she got me some.
All right, okay. Use a proxy service. Okay.
I did.
I'll have to think about that and see if the rules need to be amended. Okay.
The rules should definitely be amended. You shouldn't allow that.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay. Well, that's fine. Well,
no proxy buying.
No proxy buying? Yeah, you have to buy your own quartz. Okay. Well, that's good. And somebody made it up, so that's good. Or not. The problem with PARKQUARTZ variety of the quartz compared to the ground quartz is it's quite tricky to source, The villagers only restock so often. So I had to make sure that people take their time buying the quartz.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good way to make them take time.
Yeah, I agree.
So
one day I will get up here.
Yeah.
Watch it be now.
Oh.
It's not gonna be now.
No, it's gonna be now. Oh, you figured that bit out.
Okay, chat. Do you believe?
Oh.
Nope.
Well, that is that. And I think so far we've had some pretty mixed results on the parkour. Liz, struggled a little bit. So did I. I can't make the whole thing. Duke did it a few times. Zunti did it as well. This has only been open to the public for like half a day, so pretty good. In fact, let's fly up and see if we made a lot of sales or not. I know there was some sales. Ooh, okay. I don't like that actually. I've said ooh, but I don't like that because then I have to restock it. That's against the point. Definitely going to need to update the rules. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I do have some autumn events planned, so maybe next episode we'll work on that. I also have a few things I need to work on for the rebellion. So Red's been on holiday, which just seems to be something that people in power and positions of power do a lot here on the server. Just take holidays. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But as soon as he's back, and maybe even before he's back, I'm going to be doing some stuff. I have this big blank canvas here at the back of my shop, which I think could be maybe used for a billboard or to send a message of some sort. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think there is something here I could maybe put, or maybe it won't be me. Maybe somebody else will decorate it, and I'll just, I'll just rent the space out. I'm not sure. But it's a lot. There's a lot of free real estate here, and if I don't put windows on there, I don't have to do anything. It's great. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I said I wasn't going to do building, but then I just did a whole video on building, so I suppose I'm not a very good Korean. But it's it's a malicious compliance shop in a way. So maybe that's gonna have to be good enough. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye, bye bye. Bye 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 bye.
This is a disaster.
This goat mode.
Why is there a pig in there?
There's only 2 goats, and then they attack us.
Well, I know at least one goat was escaped.
Oh,
I don't know what happened
the
to
other
the
goat's
other
gone. It just shot the
Oh!
goat. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Baboozle.
No boozle.
No.